Good evening. As you can see, my voice is still messed up. I'm gonna forego my usual openings. You know what to do, 988-911. I just think it's only fair now to talk about what happened to me upon the death of my father and why I was in the hospital for 45 days, which is a stupid amount of time. Okay, so I believe my dad had his surgery, routine surgery, on around September 28th. Woke up that evening in a lot of pain. Went back to the hospital. They tried to fix it. Heart attack right on the table. I flew down to Florida to see him one last time. And I thank my stepmother for that opportunity. She didn't have to let me, but she's a good woman. It was like nothing I've ever seen. I saw my uncle like that once, but it's not the same as your father. I flew back home the next day to Florida. I had to be escorted off the plane on a wheelchair, put in an Uber, and then have the Uber driver escort me upstairs. I'd like to describe the next week of my life, but it's not there. I lost it. I even read some IM conversations. I have no recollection having them. There is a week of my life that doesn't exist. It is scary. I know I was admitted to the hospital, the first hospital, Denville, St. Clair's, on October 1st, 2024. I don't know if that's my first day of memory or not. I wish I did. I don't know if my dad was dead yet, because they had to make the decision to send him to hospice and then honor his wishes not to go on anymore. I miss him so much. While I was at that hospital, I was strapped down to the bed because I was pulling out my wires. I literally thought I was on a Disney trip, that my dad had surprised us with a Disney trip. Now, when I was a little kid, he used to surprise me with those regularly. And one time we brought our babysitter, Aaliyah. I thought one of my coworkers was with us. I also thought there was a specific time of day where the water moves perpendicular and parallel at the same time, and no one's ever jumped in it and survived. I wanted to be the one. This is all nonsense. This is not real. But I was strapped to the bed. I screamed, I yelled. I kept telling the nurse, this is all a joke. I thought it was. I kept screaming, F you, Dad. Because I thought it was like his big joke on me. I had no remembrance of seeing him the week before, in pretty much a coma. I stayed there longer than I wanted to. I'm not a fan of that hospital. Then they discharged me to a rehab clinic. And I mean drug rehab. Everyone knows I had a drug problem at one point. When they took my blood, they found THC. That's it. Well, no, they found other stuff, but it was prescribed at the level it was. It was this new product I'm not going to name, which is 10,000 milligrams of THC in one little gummy. Looks like I took 5 of them. That would do it. I was in a room with somebody who was getting ready to pass away. I felt bad for him. At first, I hated him. Second, I felt bad for him. He was scared. I was scared. I had a dream I was let go. And I went to my office party and had a great time. Think about how I felt when I woke up the next day. Gurney to machines. They wouldn't even give me water. They moved me to another department of the same hospital. I thought I was at a different hospital. They would wake me up at all hours and try to see if I could swallow. Never a problem before with food or drink. It was a problem then. I put my sister and everyone on the emergency contact list, and they were looking for a drug rehab for me to go to. Other than a little Chiba now and then, I haven't done anything serious since about 14 years. This was a misdiagnosis. I also had pneumonia, cellulitis, low potassium, and couldn't walk. They dismissed me. They put me in an Uber for 3 hours to go to this drug rehab I knew I didn't need. Now, I know they say if you say you don't need it, you need it. I didn't need it. 3 rehabs, 4 detoxes. I know what I need and know what I don't. I get to this rehab, I can't even walk up to the stairs. They can't admit me. So they admit me to a local hospital in Toms River, New Jersey. I think it was Common Hospital or something. And they do everything all over again. Oh, in the previous hospital, I had to do 2 colonoscopies and 1 endoscopy. Fun, right? Drinking all that nasty liquid. They found nothing wrong. So they prematurely sent me to this rehab, which I didn't need, and even if I did, I wasn't ready for. They admitted me, automatically put me on antibiotics. They wanted me to do personal training. I wanted to do it at home. Big mistake on my part. I was there for about a week and a half. I went home by way of medevac, not Uber. I called 911 because I couldn't walk. They picked me up. They brought me to Morristown General. Great hospital. Except for the first day, when I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was 2018. I didn't know it was election year. What made it Ian had gone away. And Morristown General brought it back. I'll never thank them enough, even though I did have to wait longer than I wanted to at times. Hey, I'm not their only patient. I started walking with a walker. I passed the psych exam. I had surgery. They had to take an ICD filter, which I didn't even know was there, because Denville put it in, out of my groin. I was not under general anesthesia. I was under localized anesthesia. It hurt. I felt there was one doctor who didn't want me to go home, but I did. They also introduced me to a rabbi and a cantor. They were amazing. Good Sabbath, everybody. I know it's past dark. You know how they say when somebody, even if you're an atheist, if you're about to die, or someone really close to you dies, you hold on to hope that you'll see them again. That's where I'm at with my father. I spent 45 days in the hospital, and the cherry on top was my dad dying. I hope you all can make it to his funeral. It'll be on my wall daily. November 18th, or 12th. It's the 18th though. 2:45. I have doctor's appointments up the wazoo. Hopefully I'll get a home health aide. And hopefully I can be back at work around February. A good thing is my job told me I'm not getting fired. And I can collect disability. I want to throw out some special thank yous. First is Alicia Freeman, who without her I'd be dead. They would have never found me. My sister, Lily Winograd Pantaleo, with me every step of the way, calling concerned. Her spouse, Rowan Pantaleo, also a great help. My visitors, Jesse Barrero, who helped me get out of the hospital. He picked me up. He did everything above and beyond a friend. Michael Cecere, who just visited me because he's a friend. And Christopher Adobley, my boss, visited me because he was a friend. Jimmy Thomas, head of HR at my job, wanted to make sure I was okay. I wasn't, but I was. I had dreams about the holiday party. I had dreams I was in Disney World. I didn't know what year it was, but my memory is coming back. Political Ian is not gone. He's just on break. Please, reach out to someone you love. Reach out to someone you hate. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. I came this close to dying. Heart attack, stroke, blood clots, hernia. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm returning to the fellowship, so if anyone wants to get their I told you so's in, get them in. I love you all. Bye.